Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Kingmaker. I'm here with BringItDon, and I have this quest here. I think it takes place in the, Silverstep Lake Village? Or so, Lake Silverstep Village. So I'm going to head this direction, but I'm also going to try and explore some of these areas that are over here as well. I wouldn't mind clearing out everything between the Little Selin River and the Gudrun River, so I think that's what I'm actually going to start with. Head in that direction, clear out this entire area, then head towards, just kind of hopscotch over to the village over there. Yeah, let's go down here and then we'll... Okay. An unavoidable encounter. Also, several people have brought up in the comments section that they believe it would be more interesting to see more swapping out more characters. I'll cover it in a second. Talk about it in a second. Priest of Lamashtu. Several figures clad in dark clothes stand before you. The darkness hides their bodies, and the hoods drape their features in shadow. What darkness? It's light out. Whatever. Baron Donal, no fear, for your time has come. Who are you? Great Mother, Ancestress of Monsters, Lamashtu herself has called upon us to track you down and make you answer for your crimes. In your pride, you've overstepped yourself and incurred the anger of Patroness of all dark and distorted. The Priestess of Lamashtu have their own paths. Unknown to simple mortals like you, by interfering in the cycle of worshipping and by making one of the goddess's priests leave her sacred ways, you forever covered yourself with shame in the eye of Lamashtu. For the persecution of those under the protection of our goddess, for your crimes committed against Great Mother, you are hereby marked in her eyes. The goddess herself revealed the punishment to us through nightmares. It falls upon us to curse the heretic who has wronged her. She is treacherous and spiteful, Donal. Think twice for dealing with her followers. Are you ready to bend before the will of the Lamashtu? Yeah. I'll stop at nothing until I destroy your cult. Prepare to die. That's how I was feeling anyway, so I'm glad that was the lawful good option. Let's get one of those out there, and that should be all we really need. I don't suspect these guys to be that bad. I'll pop a haste. Put these guys down. Yeah, these guys need to die. Was that? I think that was what was that? It's like mass inflict light wounds, I believe. Right? Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it. Everybody group up.
Together we are unstoppable.
Heal everybody real quick. And boom. Easy peasy. And they don't have anything really worth grabbing. That's fine. But anyway, back to what I was talking about earlier. Oh, this is that area. That shrine. So people have brought up that they would like to see other companions in... like, swap out companions every now and then. I don't typically do that when I play games. I very rarely, once I'm settled on a party, change out my companions. Unless, of course, there's a companion quest that either requires it or... I try to swap them out for companion quests anyway. I like to have the companion whose quest it is there with me while I do their quest. But other than that, I very rarely swap out companions. Plus, the other companions that I have, I'm not interested in. They're all fairly generic. Really, the only, I think, unique companion in the party is Harem. Everyone else is just kind of meh. Like, knock is the... Oh, jeez Louise.
A reckoning is at hand.
No.
Actually, no, just do this.
Here.
Oops, sorry.
Well,
Knock is like the, typical...
who will prevail? Does it matter?
You dead. Hey, ora.
Like the generic, funny character that RPGs have. Reg is the stereotypical hothead. Valerie's the knight. It's not very often you see like a pessimistic dwarf. He's really the only one I feel like stands out as far as the companions go. Rest of them are just meh. But I'd also selected these companions as they were announced to be in my party before. Knock was a Kickstarter goal release. So like once they made a certain amount of money or whatever from Kickstarters, they added him to the game. So man, he was never. I never had planned. I didn't even know he was coming out until I had started the game. I just have no interest in most of them in my party. Like like with clerics, I like the frontline clerics. Tristian's not a frontline cleric. Yeah, he's good with a scimitar, but he's also extremely squishy.
I'm not afraid.
Not someone I would typically bring along anyway. Dog, go take this guy. Stop him from getting to us. So sorry if that disappoints you guys. I'm just not. I don't change my party up too much once I settle on companions. And the class is like, I think the Magus is a more interesting class to play. Arcane Trickster is a more interesting class to play. This guy just has absurd DPS. I also prefer his personality over most of the other characters in the party. And Valerie's the only viable tank out of the companions. Well, I mean, you could make other companions viable tanks, but she's already built for it. I usually don't use rogues in RPGs unless I have to lockpick or, you know, disarm traps.
Need to catch my breath.
And Octavia handles the disarming of traps and lockpicking, so I don't have to invest in Knock Knock. Might get some flack for it, but I'd compare Knock Knock and like his sense of humor to like Jar Jar Binks from episode 1. Now, granted, this game is a little more adulterated, so maybe he'll actually say some funny stuff every now and then. But I actually have 2. Oh, it's her favorite food. Quick save before we head in. Let's go ahead and pop heroism on some guys. And I did do some spell testing off camera to see which ones like don't apply their bonuses or whatever, because I never really checked. I just kind of picked some buffs and rolled with it since then.
This spell's purpose
Everything I use has an effect. I'm not wasting any buffs with any of the spells that I'm currently using. At least according to the character sheets. I mean, maybe they're not supposed to work, but in the game, they do. Octavia, maybe you should be up front. Okay. Ooh, what is that? Torpor the Great Nightmare. It's a quick save, and then
Let us not hesitate.
notice awaits us. I yearn for entertainment.
Also, I changed his other meta magic spell, his other empowered spell. It's no longer shield, it is lightning bolt, but it's a level 5 spell now, so he has to wait till he can use it. We'll get there though. Go ahead and use this. Should be fine.
I won't let you down.
Let's finish them quick.
Harem, you go ahead and use your thingamajig on it. I'm not gonna take any chances here. And don't use this, just go to attack. Oh jeez, alright. Fire it up, man. Or fire resist it up, I suppose. I don't mind, he's dead. Hey, now we got fire resistance. Good job, man. Alright, got a glaive, some full plate, and a gold ring. Flaming glaive +2. I am very interested in using glaives. I might do an Armored Hulk playthrough and have music leave, because I wouldn't mind having like an armored Hulk that has some reach. Or any sort of barbarian really that has a reach weapon. I think that would be fun to use. Is that a bag? Bufo, gold powder, and 1 gold. Awesome. Torpor the Great Nightmare, or the what nightmare? Torpor, yeah, the Great Nightmare. Huh. That's interesting. Wonder if he had a quest associated with him at some point. It's pretty cool looking. It's a very cool looking creature. I like flaming horses. Very neat. But he's been dealt with. Another notch on the belt, so to speak. Bringing righteous justice to the creatures and denizens of the Stolen Lands. Scooching along the river. Let's just lead to that. Alright, well, that's boring. Maps a daisy. Alright, I do want to check out Dragonleaf Gulch. Yeah. I'm gonna rest up. And we were attacked. I didn't put Reg. Well, I reassigned Reg as the dissuader. That's fun.
Stand with me.
Not too worried about giant spiders. Oh, that'd be terrifying to wake up to.
Let us strike as one.
Reg, hang in there, man. Oh, I've got this up here by myself. Yeah. Also, I thought up a little strategy off camera as well. I think when I get the chance, I'm going to try and get Cloud Kill and what's the other one? Their Cloud spell that causes nausea. Anyway, I say about getting those, and then if I put Delay Poison Communal on my party, they shouldn't affect me. So I can essentially just cast that, stand in it, force the enemies to stand in it while fighting me. That'd be good for the big fights. Same as if I were to use resist energy, communal fire, and shoot fireballs into the party. Dragonleaf Gulch. Wonder if there's going to be a dragon here. I mean, it's not named after a dragon specifically, but you could hope. I wouldn't mind slaying a dragon. The other Craglin Arm gave me some trouble. I always enjoy fighting dragons. Alright, check the left and the right first, and then down the center. Nothing to it. Alright, let's go check over here, make sure I didn't miss anything on the side. Oh, he did not. Strength damage isn't good. That's fine. Let's head this way. How much strength damage is he taken? Just -1. Not a huge loss. One more rest should fix that.
Without a doubt.
Oh.
I am your shield.
Yes.
Alright, it's poisonous, so easy peasy. Where's it at? There we go.
Ready and willing.
And we'll use that on it.
Consider me provoked.
Here, let us strike
Who
as
will
one.
prevail? Does it matter?
Oh, I already took 24 damage, just pretty bonkers. Hang in there, Valerie. Jeez Louise. Maybe I should have put more buffs on. Yeah, screw you, Flytrap. What do you got for me? Some honey and some fruits. Cool. Padded armor, a short sword, another melted shard ring. Agile short sword +2, and padded armor +2. Alright, well,
I will guide
not the
us.
most exciting area. But it's done. Good job, everybody. Oh, didn't realize I could even go that way. I really need to put hair wisdom on everybody that I can as soon as I enter an area, because it lasts so long. And also the communal poison. So I think that's 10 minutes per level as well. Anything that's 10 minutes per level I should put on immediately upon entering an area. Oh crap, so I have to go all the way back around to get to that, don't I? Well, since I'm here, let's go to Ironstone Gully, and then we'll head up to Lake Silverstep. Or, yeah, Lake Silverstep Village. I almost said Lake Silverstep Lake. Alright, let's go and do some hair wisdoms. So I'm gonna have to rest again before. Honestly, this lasts a while. Minute per level.
I'm listening.
So I'm just gonna drop some stuff on some people. Give us some armor class. Then the dog. Alright, quick save and head on in. So I don't know what's awaiting us. Some edible moss. And giant spiders. And we already used up. Yeah.
To victory!
Not quite what I had in mind. I keep doing that. I keep activating prayer. That's right, he's faster because of the boots. Alright, let's go. And yeah, this will be fun. I mean, spiders shouldn't be too much trouble. Probably doesn't need to use the last one of those. Alright, good job everybody. Killed some spiders. Let's go south first, right? Yeah. It's not a very big area anyway. I'm assuming there's gonna be a spider boss in here though. Seems like the place where a spider boss would belong. I'll keep the dog back for now, make sure nothing comes behind us. Good job, Reg. Is he out of... There it is, okay. Let's activate a haste. Well, yeah, haste first. I can die on the haste would be nice. Oh well. Sorry. Just work on it. Heck yeah. Good job everybody. Spiders have no chance against us any longer.
Without a doubt.
Make sure there's those secret rooms. It doesn't look like there's room for any secret areas. Oh, I hate these things.
Ready and willing. Consider me
Well, I
provoked.
guess everybody should just run in.
Let us strike as one!
See what they're made of.
Tremendous centipede. Everyone had trouble with those guys? So long ago. Back when we were still in the Sycamore area. Good job, everybody. So our buckle, resist cold, another Dryad token. Some more edible moss. Let's take care of the centipedes first. Good old-fashioned haste. It's an area where I think cleave would be extremely useful. Sorry for any background noise. I'm adjusting in my chair. Oh, we lost dexterity. I did. Yay. Alright, edible moss. So it's just a shortcut back? Yeah. We'll over that later.
I will guide us.
I did as you asked.
A helmet and I didn't see what the middle thing was. It's probably just like chocolate or something. Alluring charisma. Bonus, so +4 enhancement +4 enhancement bonus to charisma. Headbangers enhancement bonus to charisma. Oh, it's the same thing. I was like, oh, never mind. Don't mind me. Subtle tint of red on the stone surface suggests location of a rich iron ore vein laying around.
Our path leads on.
Okay, well, neat. Let's get out of here. So heading towards Silverstep Lake Village. So on the next level, let's see, is it the next one that they get? Yeah. The next level they'll get a feat, and I'm going to give all the melee characters outflank. That's my plan currently. We'll see if they get something else that's really good. If they unlock something else that's really good, then I might spring for that. But right now, I want all my melee characters to get outflanked. So I think it's +4 to your attack roll, which is really good. I should have gotten it much earlier in the game, since I was struggling to hit people earlier on, or creatures, whichever. All right, this is gonna take 1 day and 11 hours because I goofed up.
I need to catch my breath.
Yeah, everyone will before long. Don't worry.
Time to search for the spot to rest.
And we're gonna rest in the middle of the lake. All right, let's put what's his face over here. Let's change this. What else have we not had? What haven't we had? Have we tried Hunter's Roast? I think we have. We'll give it another shot. Need to find out what everybody's favorite meal is, so I get the extra bonus. I still never bought the chicken wing recipe from Oleg. So that's still out there. It'd be cool if in the beginning you could pick a favorite meal for your character. Like, what does he like? And then you pick out of like the list of meals. I don't think it's overpowered because you still have to find the meal out in the, I mean, even then the buffs for meals aren't just like insane. But that also give you a reason to hunt down that recipe in the game wherever it's at. And it adds some background to your... This place is huge. Well, first thing we're gonna do is climb down this slope
Done and done.
To victory!
and deal with these guys. Well, that was easy. A comma. The corpse of a tall man lies torn apart on the shore. The man was probably an experienced fighter in life, but didn't do him much good in the end. You notice a tuft of red fur clenched in the dead man's hand. Whoever killed this man, it seems unlikely it was a tattoo worm. Oh. Can I go down here?
Without a doubt.
No. Alright, so the whole southern is the lake, or southern side is the lake. Still have some dexterity damage.
will guide us.
Hello, villager. You don't have a name, so I'm gonna assume you're not important. Don't mind me. Just taking all of your stuff.
I did as you asked.
Fox's cunning, acid arrow, bless and some butter. Fishing tackle is neatly packed and dry. It obviously hasn't been used recently.
I did as you asked.
Serious wounds, light wounds, scroll of bless. Grilled silver eel. This village is huge. It's a guy named Brevis. Alright, let's look at this. These fishing boats have seen better days. Looks like no one took them out on the lake today.
Our path leads on.
I see something. Done and done.
An amulet. What do we got? Natural armor +2. Can anyone use that? I don't think she can, because this gives her natural armor, right? Yeah, +2 enhancement to natural armor. I'd probably give her this, right? Yeah, there you go. Didn't realize you didn't have an amulet on. Yeah, alright.
Without a doubt.
Let's talk to Brevis here. Welcome to Brevis's roadside shop. Judging from his accent and his fine clothes, this trader isn't from around here. Can I see your wares, first and foremostly? Nothing very good. Alright, you can take all of my stuff. And this garbage. That's not really garbage. It's just nothing that I need. Right, let me make sure. Oh, it's actually unique. This comma utters a high-pitched scream when swung. It is as sharp as the weapon's edge. +2 agile comma, not karma. Saw an owlbear pelt. That was eggs. It's like, I want to keep those. Alright. Now what's causing all the fuss around here? You mean those fish jumping ashore? The trader frowns. These fools believe it's thanks to their patron, the Silver Dragon. He supposedly decided to provide the villagers with a feast and sent them this gift. Idiots. I don't know the real reason those fish are jumping, but if it were me, I wouldn't get too close to those fish or that lake. You sent me a letter, right? About a hunter named Ivar and his Silver Dragon stories? The trader smirks. Sure have. He's a resourceful one, to be sure. Made the whole area believe he's some chosen one, the spokesman for the Silver Dragon. The idiots around here listen to everything he says and do whatever he asks. It's strange, though. After this Ivar fellow came to the village with his sack of silver scales and his ridiculous stories about the Silver Dragon, things in the area started to change. There was this wolf pack used to cut through the local cattle like a housewife cuts through vegetables. After Ivar got here, the wolves won't even come close to the local cows. Same with the monsters in the woods. They don't take step one towards the village or its people. It's all pretty strange if you ask me. Very strange indeed. Why would I didn't come to talk and just attack him. I'm surprised to see a trader in such a remote place. I usually buy hides from the local hunters, but sometimes they come up with some rather intriguing trophies. No wonder, though, considering the number of different beasts living in these woods. These wares don't look like hunting trophies. They remind me more of some robber's loot. The trader's face goes blank. I'm sure I have no idea what you mean, Your Grace. This is all pretty standard trade around these parts. You know, totally unrelated. I just realized I haven't had an opportunity before to offer a donation to help support our barony. Valerie lips purse with disdain. Those like him think anything can be bought, even laws and rulers. Now you're trying to bribe me? If you ever think of going back to your old ways, you'll find yourself in some real trouble. Sure, yes, of course. The trader's voice rings with enthusiasm. Valerie glances pensively at you. Do you believe he'll keep his word? Though on second thought, I know how convincing you can be. Alright, well, maybe that's why I can attack him, because he's a thief.
Forward. woods.
It's just weird that I can just attack some guy that wrote me a letter. I mean, if it was standard, be able to be able to. Why would you go all the way around that way? Wand of Burning Hands, a bunch of money.
We march ahead.
I'll take it. If it's standard action to be able to like attack everyone you can talk to, then yeah, sure. But this felt a little out of place. I found a potion of Shield of Faith in quite some time. I also don't use them that frequently, despite being a huge fan. Aesel? A ruddy-faced villager waves to you cheerfully. Hello there, traveler. A good day to you. A good day to us all. The Silver Dragon himself turned the day into a feast for us. And why, you might ask? All because I forgot my fishing gloves at home. Who are you? I'm Aesel, a fisherman. I mean, I was a fisherman when I did fishing. I don't fish now, so I guess I'm not a fisherman anymore. Aesel frowns as he thinks about that paradox. Dragon? Feast? What's going on here? I'm telling you, I went fishing, but I left my fishing gloves at home. So I blistered my hands pulling out the nets. So I couldn't fish anymore. So I had to go hungry. Had to, but didn't, because fish just started jumping out of the water. So our great silver dragon took care of me. He must have been watching, thinking, how will this poor sot Aesel get by with blistered hands? How will he fish? What will he eat? How about I send some fish ashore for him? Now I think I'll never bring my fishing gloves again. So fish will always jump out of the lake on their own. It will be great. Or it'll be great. Tell me more about your fish situation. Just go to the shore and see for yourself. They jump right out of the water. We can barely keep up with collecting and salting them. We made 3 barrels since the morning dawned, and our barrels are really big. Not just any normal barrels. The fisher puffs out his chest. Tell me more about this dragon of yours. He's a huge dragon. A silver one. That's why he's called the Silver Dragon. He's very kind and always helps us. The lake is one of his footprints filled with water. That's how we got the lake. I've got one of his scales. It's my lucky charm. The fish proudly holds a scale out by a string around his neck. Ivar gave it to me. You can search around for him. Maybe he'll give you one too. Dragons that huge don't exist. Maybe not. In other places. Maybe our dragon is one of a kind. The fisher's voice rings with pride. Have you ever seen this dragon with your own eyes? Sure did. Day before yesterday. 2 months ago too. Burbus the trader says I'm a fool and it was just a thundercloud, but you shouldn't listen to him. So what exactly has this dragon done to help you? He sent Ivar to us. Well, not sent, really. Ivar was here before, but he was only a hunter, not a dragon's voice. When Ivar became the dragon's voice, everything got better all at once. Most of the bandits disappeared from the roads. Monsters stopped attacking us in the woods, and wolves don't even take our cattle anymore. Now there's the fish to top it all. Yeah, the Silver Dragon is the best dragon ever. Let's talk about this hunter, Ivar, was it? Ivar, yes, he's a good fellow. Who is he? He's the dragon's voice. The Silver Dragon tells him things, then Ivar tells us. Like when the dragon chased the wolves from our herd, he told Ivar, and Ivar told us. When he scared the monsters away so they wouldn't attack us, he told Ivar that too. We got all kinds of good news from Ivar. Alright, do you have any idea who I am? I'm your Baron. That's great, I think. You know what? You should talk to Ivar first. He can ask the Silver Dragon's opinion on the greatness of that. Ivar's an important person here, and the dragon is even more important. What if he doesn't want some strange baroning around here? Alright, so I can slaughter everyone in the village, it seems. So far, I've been able to attack both of the people I could talk to. So that's interesting. I don't know what to make of that yet. Just want to clear out this area real quick. And see, there are monsters right here on the beach, though. So I'm not sure they understand it, or they're not as safe as they think they are. Leica. Is she a dryad? Or a nymph? Oh, a Nixie. Slim and disheveled is sobbing. Noticing strangers, she flinches. Not again. What are you doing here? What do you want? Go away. If my family sees you, you're as good as dead, I promise. What's your name? I'm Leica. This lake is our home, though we've let other people live around here too. Oh, we never should have done that. We should have chased those foolish bumpkins away as soon as they started building their houses here. Now they brought disaster down on us all. Why are you crying? The Nixie hides her face in her hands. My family kicked me out, all because of what I did to that stupid boat. Everyone was furious when the evil box fell in the lake, but I was just trying to do the right thing. I'm no enemy to the Fae. If you're an enemy, you'd be just a few bubbles on the lake surface by now. But here I am, see? Still standing and talking with you. Nixie sobs again and rubs her eyes with her palm. Can you tell me what happened? Those men brought trouble. The ones from the big boat. They came from the Tours of Lebanese and brought that scary box with them. Even the fish in the lake could tell that box was very, very evil. Those fools on the boat just laughed, bowing to the box, calling themselves Sharon's Chosen or something. They claimed he'd reward them soon. I was the one who rewarded them, though. I made them crash that big boat against the foot of the high cliff and sink themselves. What did you say? Sharon? That is very bad. Very bad. Harren frowns, tugging on his beard. An ancient evil deity. I thought only historians would remember him now. If he still has an active cult these days. Did you drown those travelers? Yes, that was the last anyone saw of them. The evil box sunk too, the Nixie sobs. If I hadn't done it, they'd have opened the box, you understand? And something terrible would have happened. What's in the box? How should I know? I just know the box is evil. Everyone but the stupid humans can sense it. Fish started jumping ashore after the box fell in the lake. Wolves took their hunting up north to get away from it. The humans wanted to open it. First ones from the boat, and now these other ones came for it. It's quite a story, but what does it have to do with me? Now the Nixies are mad at all strangers. They say, all strangers bring is trouble. First they brought a horrible ancient thing here, and now other strangers are trying to fish it out of the lake and open it. Let's drive everyone but us Nixies away. Then we'll have peace and quiet again like before. The Nixie sobs. Again, sorry. But I like humans, especially human children. They're so awkward and funny. I used to play with the two kids from the house to the west until they stopped coming for some reason. I don't want my family to fight the humans. You said someone's trying to open the box again. Who is it? More strangers. They hid in the cave near the lake. They've been using hooks and big nets to try and retrieve the box. It's a treasure. A treasure. That's what they say. How can that thing be a treasure? It's a huge scary box that has a picture of a one-eyed skull with a coin on it. I don't know where it came from, but I know it's somewhere I'd never want to visit. I can help you. The Nixie looks up at you timidly. You look really strong. Can you do something about that evil box, maybe? I just wish it would disappear. Then all the other Nixies would forgive me and stop being angry at the humans. Can you remind me where the box is? The bottom of the lake, but the strangers from the cave could fish it out any time now. They already spent 2 nights searching with boats, hooks, and nets. Their cave is to the northwest. Alright, yeah, I'll just help if I can. Nixie jumps with excitement. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Just be careful, please. That box is so creepy. Alright, so we're dealing with an evil box. How long have I been recording? 37 minutes? Let's see if we can finish clearing out some of this area. And then we'll see what we can do about that, evil box. Said the cave is to the northwest, so we'll check out the northeast. And some of these houses along with it.
Without a doubt.
As well as all their most valuable possessions. Person. Hunter's letter. For you is a pile of torn sheets of paper scribbled on in steady handwriting. The text is faded and almost unreadable. The house used to be neat and cozy once, but now it looks almost abandoned. The door is shut tight. You know, Lissa, my father always used to scold me, saying, Ivar, you shouldn't wag your tongue so much. I never listened. Remember the day of matchmaking? The headsman's son came to you, gave you those nice boots only city ladies wear, and his servants brought a barrel of honey and a crate of sausages. Then Mengar the smith came, brought an ornate door casing, skillfully crafted locks, and piles of other housewares. He said he was going to decorate a house for the two of you with all he crafted. I came late in the evening, after all of them had left, and all I brought was a bunch of wildflowers. I set them on the porch and said, I saw a Nixie crying in the forest. She planned to make a lantern of my heart, but she found my heart was already taken. It's bad fortune to make Nixies cry, so Lady Lissa, would you go to the forest and give the heart you've taken to anyone who may need it more than you? You told me I was such a fool, and then you kissed me. For our wedding, you invited your relatives, the old miller's widow, and stupid Aesel, the fisherman, out of pity. I suspect, as no one else wanted to spend time around him. I invited frogs, wind, and the full moon. Brother Moon, I said, please be so kind as to share your light with everyone, for my bride tires of shining over this world alone. The frogs sang along with Aesel, and you were more beautiful than the moon, and more cheerful than the spring wind. Ari was about to turn 5, and Mika just 4, and I'd spent a month dragging fish to the cliff and cursing a stupid wyvern who just wouldn't be lured. When I finally lured her, I chased her through the bushes, collecting her silver scales here and there after they fell. It wouldn't have been so hard to decorate our garden with those scales if I hadn't done it at night. Then the morning came and our children went silent, their mouths agape. Hundreds of silver lights sparkled atop apple and cherry trees. I hid my scratched hands in my sleeves and scoffed. This isn't so special. You never noticed before how the stars hide in the trees from the cunning sky cat? You looked at me without a word, but I could still hear your words in my mind. You're such a fool, Ivar. I love you. I don't remember how I came up with the story of the Silver Dragon. I came home late with a black grouse I shot and said, it was a pretty hard fight. I just couldn't aim properly. The dragon kept peeping out from the clouds, blinding me with its shining silver wings. You saw a real dragon, Dad? Not the whole dragon, no. You see, the only way to see the dragon is if two loving souls climb up the high cliff under a new moon, hand in hand. At the time I wasn't thinking about how dark the night was, or how steep the path to the top of the cliff was, especially for little feet, or how wet the rocks were after the rain. I was looking at you, wishing it was us, two loving souls hand in hand sneaking away up to the skies, as we did when we weren't that much older than Ari and Mika. The next morning you woke first, and it was you who found our children's empty beds. You said nothing to me then. Not then. Not when we walked through the misty woods, not when we found Mika's doll at the start of the path leading to the cliff. You kept silent as I ascended from the chasm with Ari's body in my hands. You said nothing when Aesel brought Mika's body, found further out at the lake shore near the cliff. You're such a fool, Ivar. You wag your tongue too much. It was just a story, another of your stupid fairy tales. How could it end this way? I'm so sorry, Lisa. Better you'd marry the smith or the headman's son, or even stupid Aesel. Anyone but me. It's all my fault. Forgive me, please. And let me go. Today I go to the children's graves and... Well, that's a sad story. Well, we know Ivar is not dead. He went up to the cliff. Giant frog? A whole bunch of giant frogs? And a Nereid? Did she disappear? No. I don't need to use that. I use Jolt instead. Oh, jeez. Huge water elemental. Are you evil? Seems that way. Oh shoot. I'm sorry. Attack that. What's she immune to? Oh jeez. Did the dog not get to her? Alright, maybe we should use this. Nope, we got it. Sorry, everything's under control. Alright, let's go up to the cliff and see
Everywhere I go, a pole hangs over.
what's going on with the children's graves.
People say it was better before I arrived.
Yeah, that's what. Oh, sorry,
Ready and
Octavia.
willing.
You take care of this.
I did as you asked.
A light shield. Light shield +2. So I think nobody uses light shields in my party.
I will guide us.
Let's go ahead and equip or put
I
hair
won't
wisdom on
let you
everybody.
down.
I will see
Oops.
this through.
There's a slight delay when I was changing characters. She runs around that bush. Alright, I could have positioned a little better.
Without a doubt.
How long have I been recording? 43 minutes. I might call the episode... Let's finish going up north here. Then once I reach it,
Consider.
once I kill these wargs, we'll deal with the rest. Octavia, haste everybody. These wargs can be dangerous, especially with their trip ability. Like the wolves have. Oops, what did I click on?
I
Did I?
will not falter.
Didn't mean to use that. That's fine. So this is just an exit. I kind of want to finish exploring the area, but I don't want it to be an hour and a half long while I take care of everything here. Light wounds. Another shield of faith potion and scroll of hold person. Alright. I'm going to call it here, and then in the next episode we'll finish exploring this area.
Our path leads on.
and deal with some of these quests, or the quest here. Let's see, whatever it's called, the scary box. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope to see y'all in the next episode.